Sitters, what's good? This is Joey Edge along with Chris Martinez.
What's happening?
And we are front porch sitting.
Bro, you got me extra clear right now on that camera.
I do have you extra clear right now on that
sure
camera.
Sure do, man. I love it. Need a haircut, but that's okay.
Are the microphones? Yeah, the microphones are on. Okay, all right. I'm just checking things. Things have been a little bit, lately. So, here we are. What's been going on, buddy? I know you got football starting up.
Spring ball is here, live and well. You know what I mean? So we're finally out of the last day of shorts. So tomorrow is kind of real. Put the real pads on. That's when it gets exciting.
Yeah, buddy. Just shells though, right?
Yeah, but at Columbia High School, that's full basically.
Yeah.
Everything but knee pads. So, yeah, man. No, it's good. It's that time of year. I know it's not time to do shout outs, but I do have one later.
We can go ahead and do that right now if you want to get some traffic in here before we get into the ad read.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you how you're doing because I want to make sure enough people hear this shout out. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It's one of those. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Getting ready for a long couple of days here. Fixing to go to Niceville, where we're gonna play a 25-4 Niceville team, and we're gonna give it our best effort out there. And goal is to get one. If we get one and come back here on Saturday, we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's get one. I would love to get two.
Yeah, sure.
I want to get two, but
get one and let it play out?
Get one and let it play out for sure.
I love it, man. I love it. I'm going to go ahead and do it, man, while we're here. So my shout-out, and I know you get this, but my wife.
Yeah, man.
Past 2 nights, bro, it's kind of been later days. Monday is supposed to be a short day, but lightning delay. It hadn't rained in 5,000 months.
Ever.
First day of practice, decides it wants to rain, lightning, all this craziness.
And it didn't even really rain all that much, and the lightning wasn't really that close.
No,
but it was close enough. It was right on the edge.
The parameters
Trust me, I'm aware.
BS.
Yep.
Yeah. So, anyways, late night Monday, man. Kelsey had to put the baby to bed by herself. Felt kind of bad about it. Thank God, they did me a solid. They weren't terrible. So, shout out to Kelsey. These next 17 days are going to be a little bit tough. She's built for it. She knew what she was signing up for. So,
yeah.
Shout out to Kelsey, man. Shout out to Kelsey. Holding it down for me in the evenings right now.
I like it.
That's also here's a pro tip, and you can jump in how you feel about it.
Yeah, I'm in.
Pro tip for young men that may be getting married soon, or already married, and maybe you haven't figured it out. Maybe you have figured it out. What I have found is go ahead and log those hours.
Mm-hmm.
Go log those throw up nights where the baby throws up. You just handle it. Don't put it on her.
Right.
Just take care of it.
Yeah.
Good. Put both kids down for nap time. Let her take a nap.
There you go.
Log these things because there'll be a time when you need them, and not that we have to go to that trump card, but just in case. You remember when, and then we throw it down. We don't want to have to do that, but log the good deeds, if you will, and so when you need a couple back to back like C-Mart did today. They're there.
I'm gonna give a couple of shout outs real quick. Shout out, probably actually a multiple shout out. Shout out to Lindsay as well.
Yes.
For the same reasons, obviously it's late nights lately. We're I know a lot of football film study. We've been doing some film study in baseball. Thankfully, we've got some video of our opponents due to their lovingness of putting all their stuff online. So we were able to see some video and chart some pitches and see how that goes. But yeah, so she's been doing everything around here. We got no AC in the house. Shout out to Timmy Hall coming tomorrow to get that squared away.
Summer's coming.
Yeah, summer's here. It ain't coming. It's here. Shout out Logan Brooks for signing to Bruton Parker College on Tuesday, I believe it was. What is today? No, it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, Monday. So shout out Logan. Big fan of that kid. He's a tremendous young man, and he's got a really bright future ahead of him in the game of baseball and, more importantly, in the game of life. I have no doubt that he's going to be a successful human.
Yeah.
And then shout out to my pitching staff, man. Shout out to there was only 3 of them that threw this past weekend, but combined for 4 hits, and kind of threw well. One unearned run in 2 games against Mosley, who was a state champion in 2021 and or maybe 2022. I can't remember. Pretty good program typically, but we gave up 4 hits in 2 games. So shout out to my pitchers, Aiden, Benton, and the young freshman Nolan Slaymaker.
I loved it. I loved it.
I love the way all three of them threw, man. I did. They threw with a little bit of juice, a little bit of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I saw it. I loved it. With it. You know who else, speaking of fire?
Talk to me.
I like the fire guns.
Oh, love to fire.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really do. It's like something powerful about pulling the trigger. I'm just going to be honest.
Little range therapy, little
yeah.
lead therapy.
I can't shoot like real guns in my neighborhood, but we have a little bit of a squirrel problem. And man, I had a little pellet gun. He didn't stand a chance. It's just something powerful about knocking that joker out the tree.
Yeah.
Hey.
Letting him know who the boss is.
Yeah, no, assassination style. You know what I mean? Didn't want him to suffer.
Right.
Put the, you know.
Where do you get your guns from?
JW Weaponry.
Yeah. The premier gun store of the South?
Yes, sir. They're always loaded.
Talk to me.
Yeah, man. The great people, awesome, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. There's a recent tragedy in our community. A young girl lost her life. I believe she drowned.
Yeah.
Very, very tragic. Family needs help with some funeral expenses. No one plans to have to bury their 13-year-old daughter. So Brian Allen, Columbia High School head football coach, makes unbelievable chicken and rice.
The best that's in the game.
The best in the game. And he is making chicken and rice. And 100% of the proceeds will go to the family, but they're doing it at John's Gun Store. So like
Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And so if you want chicken and rice, you want to help people, if you want to do both, people in need, you can do that at JW Weaponry Saturday. Go get really, really good chicken and rice. Again, 100% of the proceeds. Brian Allen is buying the ingredients out of his own pocket, so literally 100% of the proceeds will go to the family so they can not need in a time where they shouldn't have to need.
Right. Yeah. 100%.
So, but I say all that is not to be, it is extremely sad. I don't want to go there too long, but John, it's just open like quickly. It's like, yes, absolutely, do it at the gun store, no problem. Coach Allen was like, absolutely, I'll cook it, no problem. I don't want any money. I don't want any, every bit goes to the family. So
that's awesome.
That just lets you know the type of people that you're dealing with there at JW Weaponry. So please go support them, especially Saturday. That'd be a great day to go do that. Go buy some ammunition, get you some chicken and rice. And you men out there, tell the wife, don't worry about cooking dinner. I'm going to go get us some chicken and rice. Boom, now you've done a good deed, take some pressure off the wife, and you're going to eat good. Everybody wins.
That's right. 2 for 1 there. Like you said, if you go there to get chicken and rice, stop in the gun store. If you go there to the gun store, stop in to get the chicken and rice.
Yep.
I promise the chicken and rice is as good on planet Earth as it gets.
I agree.
There's nobody's better.
It really is.
I mean, I'm being dead serious when I say that. Like I've had some chicken and rice, and I've had really good chicken and rice, and then I've had Brian Allen's chicken and rice. Yeah. Different world.
It is.
My suggestion, you were talking about advice. My advice, go get 2 cups and just give them a 50 spot.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
It is.
It's worth it.
They're big cups too.
They're big cups, and it goes to a good cause.
Really good, really good cause.
But anyways, give John a call. 386-243-8587 is the number to JW Weaponry. 386-243-8587. Couple of things in the chat. Cam said, "Happy Tuesday, fellas." Jared Scott said, "Get 2 and on to the next." Cam asked me how I feel about the series format for the playoffs in high school.
That's a good topic.
Yeah, we can
briefly.
Yeah.
Explain what is the new format.
So the new format is a best of 3, which I do love. I love the best of 3.
Yes.
I think that's a phenomenal thing. I do hate that you have a Wednesday, Thursday game, and then if necessary, Saturday game at the other place. Yeah. I think that's silly.
That's dumb. I don't like that either.
Every state around here goes 2 Friday, 1 Saturday. So the Saturday is if necessary. It's all at the same place. You're not traveling back and forth.
Right.
And our regions, like we have a team from just north of Orlando going to Pensacola. Like that's a long ways to go for 2 games on a Wednesday, Thursday, and then if you have to come back on a Saturday to play that one, like both teams are not doing very well right there.
It's a lot of travel.
It's a lot of travel.
And it's not like we're getting on an airplane where it's a 30-minute flight. We can't afford that.
And that's the first round.
That's the first round, right.
So then if you do that again and then same type of thing matches up, like now you're doing a second round.
It's close to being right, but it's flawed.
It's close to being right, but it's flawed. But I love the 3-game format. I do love that.
The better team typically will win the series.
Better team is the yeah.
So
exactly.
far, right?
So
and
far.
Every matchup, the better team has won?
I think
so.
Yeah.
Good.
Kenny Bryant said, "Great advice, Chris. I work nights Rivers' first 2 years. So on weekends, I took care of everything because my wife did all week. Good advice.
Smart
like
man,
it.
Kenny.
Yep.
Kenny's a smart man.
Kenny's always been a smart man. I like Kenny.
Yes.
Tyler Show fans chirping me. Okay. I don't. No, that's just them two in a back and forth battle. Fun fact: former 5-star tight end Eric Gilbert is playing football at Savannah State. Yeah, just committed.
Is that real?
Yeah, it was actually Maxwell tagged me in the post. Said Gronk and Moss together at Savannah State.
Let's do it. I love it. That's dope. Mm-hmm. Hey.
Yeah.
Savannah State, not playing around?
Nah.
Very serious about the NIL game?
And getting on the map, baby.
Hey, but that's major, though.
Yeah.
That could be maybe Benton getting a ring. No, he's good. He's a really good player. They got to keep the guy out of trouble. But
yeah.
That's why he's at Savannah State.
Yeah.
You know?
He's went to a few places, and big boy places too, like LSU and Georgia. And now.
I feel like we talked about that.
Yeah. Poor fella. Anyways. Shout out Shannon Sharp, also a Savannah State alum.
Oh, I didn't know where we were going with that. I meant my boy Shannon is in the news right now, Clayton.
He's fine. He's fine.
Didn't he just get let go?
Did he?
Pretty sure. There it is, on the field. There it is. Yeah, okay. Whoa. Anyways, not falling into that trap, sir.
No. All right. Where do you want to start, Chris?
Man, I kind of want to start with the draft and like really specifically like Shedeur.
I'm in.
Or do you want to go like a little bit of draft and we'll get there?
Nope. Shedeur.
Shedeur it is.
Shedeur was the big part of the draft. Like honestly,
massive.
Honestly, I do feel a little bit bad for like Cam Ward, who was the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
And not a single word was spoken about it after about 20 minutes because everybody was like, where does Shedeur land?
Well, you remember like the Jags traded up to get Travis Hunter.
Right.
So in the middle of like what it should have been like the Cam Ward show, it was like the Travis Hunter, he's the most polarizing name in the draft.
Yeah.
So like whenever the Jags traded up to go get him, it was like we're kind of obligated now to talk about this, and everyone understood why.
Right.
But it did kind of suck a little bit for Cam Ward.
Let's pump the brakes right there for a second.
Let's pause there.
Sorry, we're going to go to Shedeur. Now we're not. Let's pump the brakes right there at 2 to the Jaguars. Do you like it for Jacksonville?
Kind of, yeah.
I love it.
I mean, yeah. I don't. Yeah.
I do. I love the move. I think you get a guy on the defensive side of the ball that can play, like he's good.
Yeah.
And then I think you get a guy on the offensive side of the ball if that's where he chooses, like if that's where they choose for him to go, he can also play. But if he does both, which I think there's going to be packages for him.
He's not going to play every snap, right?
I don't think he can.
But no one's come out definitively either way. But I'm just going to make a prediction. He will not play every single snap on both sides of the ball in the NFL.
I saw a video of him meeting the GM like in the Jaguars facility, and the guy was talking about how he knows he has big aspirations for him or for himself, and wants to do a lot of different things. And the GM was like, I have those same thoughts. Like I want the same things that you want. I
saw the interview.
Kind of like saying, we're going to play this game until we can't play this game anymore of you going to both sides of the ball.
And Travis Hunter said, I believe you because you came and got me.
Yeah.
So like,
and you paid for it. That's what he said.
Yeah. No, so like, I agree. I think Jacksonville did the right thing. Yeah, I agree. Zach Maxwell, great move by Jags. They're one of the few teams who I 100% believe is going to play him both ways. Young and fun GM and coach.
Yeah.
I agree. I just don't think it'll be full time.
Big Jake in the chat.
Yeah, shout out Jake, man. A lot of folks.
Yeah, I think it's a great move by the Jaguars. I'm a big Travis Hunter guy. I like him a lot.
I think I can be a fan now, right?
Of Travis Hunter?
It's been like Maxwell, here we are, man. It's been a really weird cycle. It's been a really weird cycle
I forgot about all this.
Right? Like
it's been a long time.
It's just been really tough for me because this guy was supposed to be one of my favorite players of all time.
He was.
Imagine if he would have been a Florida State Seminole.
Yeah.
How much of a Travis Hunter fan I would have been. And I knew that. He was just committed for the longest time.
Would they have let him play both ways at Florida State?
100%. Maybe not the magnitude that he did at Colorado where it's every single snap.
Yeah.
But he would have played both ways.
Can I be honest for 1 minute?
Sure.
I think he made the right move.
I'm not 100% sure that he didn't.
And the reason I say that is not because
Willie
he went to
Taggart
Colorado.
was there at the time.
Well, that too. But not because he went to Colorado, but because he went to Jackson State to make sure that he could still play at both sides of the ball at a minor league version.
Yeah.
And then went to the next step. And
I think he just followed Deion.
No, he 100% did that, but I think it turned out to be the right way.
It worked out fine. Yeah, it did. And then he goes to Colorado again with Deion. So it's been a really weird arc for us Seminole fans, at least for me.
Yeah.
And then now he is like, I like Jacksonville. I love the city of Jacksonville. And so he's going to be a Jacksonville Jaguar. He was like super fired up to be a Jaguar.
Yeah.
Like, how about him? I'm about to be a Cleveland Brown where everybody's career goes to die. And then all of a sudden now I go to Jacksonville where everyone's career goes to die. But it's in Jacksonville. It's in Florida. We don't have state tax.
Yeah.
Beautiful weather, right by a beach. Like, imagine that was a roller coaster for him. That's why he was so fired up. But anyways, I thought it was really cool. I thought it was great by Jacksonville. But I think I might be able to be a Travis Hunter like fan now. I think I can get back there.
I understand.
I needed this.
I understand why you weren't.
I needed.
But now that it's played out the way it's played out, and he's where he is, he's a football guy. He is, man. He studies film with the best of them. Like, you can tell he understands the game. Like,
no, he's a savant as far as that goes.
Yeah, he also understands football, and I like him. I do. I like.
Does he tone down? Does he turn down the social media a little bit? No, I don't think so. He's gonna
probably
be
not. Yeah,
which is fine. I don't personally have an issue with it. I don't follow any of it. Maxwell says watching Shedeur fall and seeing Deion weep about it filled enough of my of the emptiness. I was feeling with Travis Hunter, so I will take the trade off. You know what? I'm in. I'm back. Yeah, I'm good. I'm Travis. I'll be a Travis Hunter fan for every reason that Maxwell just stated.
Yeah. All right.
There we are.
Do we want to go straight to Shedeur?
No, right now.
Yeah.
Let's go right to it.
Since we segued into it with Maxwell.
Yeah, that's what they're here for.
So, how do you just brief synopsis? How do you feel about Shedeur going 144th overall to? Isn't that right? Isn't that where he went?
Yeah, 144 to
Cleveland. Yeah.
I'm going to say this now, and we're gonna really dig into it. But you want like the brief, like overarching synopsis. I think if that kid's last name wasn't Sanders, that's where he would have gone, all along.
Yeah.
If his last name was not Sanders, I don't think he goes where he goes.
So yeah.
Let's do the first thing. I want to like park the bus right here.
I do. Yeah.
Okay. It appears, at least on my Facebook, it's Facebook, so that's a very dangerous and toxic place. We all know that. Twitter was pretty much right. I only follow people that I like there on Twitter.
Right.
Facebook's different. It's like friends, people that I'm acquaintances with that I don't necessarily share the same sports opinion with, right?
Right.
You can agree to that?
Mm-hmm.
And there's like not always sports people on Facebook. Okay, so I saw a lot of like racism undertones.
Yeah, saw that too.
And me personally, like this is just my opinion. It's my opinions are my own. This is not Joey's or Front Porch Sittings. I don't think that had anything to do with it. And here is why, in my opinion. The number 1 overall pick in the draft was Cam Ward, an African-American.
Right.
The next pick was Travis Hunter, African-American. The next pick was Abdul Carter, African-American. I just don't think that they didn't pick Shedeur because he's an African-American. I think that's lazy. I don't think that's a good take.
I think it's extremely, extremely lazy.
That's not a good take.
There are plenty of African-American quarterbacks in the NFL now. There are plenty of African-American players in the NFL. It's like a 75% clip for African Americans. It had zero to do with race. None, in my opinion. Zero.
I agree with that.
Less than zero. I think a lot of it was arm talent. I think people were scared off from the arm talent. Then let's be be really real right now. There was only about 3 to 4 teams that were going to take him. He didn't go to meetings with 70% of teams.
See, say that part again and like expound on that because I don't think people know that.
He didn't go when they went to the combine. First of all, he didn't participate in the combine.
He didn't compete at the combine.
He didn't participate in the Senior Bowl.
Nope.
He didn't participate in anything really, other than some meetings. Some, not all. He did not participate in all meetings. So the teams that he met with, and there were more than just 3 or 4. I think there was like 8, but there was 3 to 4. There was 3 to 4 legitimate teams: Cleveland, the Giants, the Saints. There was one more that I remember. I can't remember who it is off the top of my head. But those were the teams that really had a chance to those were the teams that were going to get Shedeur Sanders.
Sure.
Do I think? And Shane set it up here. Shane, hold on. Let me read Shane's comment. Not a Sanders fan, but he ain't 2 rounds behind Gabriel in talent. I agree with that. That's where it got weird to me.
Big word. Okay, no. I love it. Let's sit here for a minute. The last word. What is the last word he says?
Talent.
Okay, bingo. Now let's talk about the other things.
Yeah.
I want you to finish your point, but that talent part is massive to me. And I'll go after you're done.
Yeah. So I agree with this. I don't think he's 2 rounds behind Dillon Gabriel, but I also am extremely, extremely low on Dillon Gabriel, so maybe that's why. I don't think Shedeur is that bad. I can understand why people took the kid from Louisville over him. I think he has a lot of arm talent.
Yeah,
a lot.
Sure.
Yeah. Jackson Dart, to me, that's not a no-brainer, but it's kind of a no-brainer. I think Jalen Milroe has the most upside of anybody in the draft. I think his ceiling is up here, and everybody else's, including Cam Ward's ceiling, is a little bit lower. Now, his floor is also really low, too. He could be a receiver in 2 years. I'm not sure, but his ceiling is extremely high. So there's guys I understand why they got taken ahead of Shedeur.
Sure.
Dillon Gabriel ain't one of those people.
Okay. And so I think the big word here that I think we have to sit on is talent. You do not draft the quarterback position purely off of talent.
Mm-hmm.
There's a million other intangibles that go into it. Character, competitor, teammate, face of the franchise, baggage that comes with it. Like that goes into it though. Like that goes into the decision. Listen, and I'm sure all of you know, so I don't want to think like I'm talking down to anyone. But the amount of like background information and checking that goes into these draft picks is insane.
Yes.
When Laramie Tunsil, 5-star, no-brainer, was projected number one overall until someone leaked the gas mask picture, video, or whatever. They met with his high school defensive coordinator, and in a freaking what's the place behind? It's not Applebee's. Damn. It's got the good salad bar.
Ruby Tuesday?
Ruby Tuesday. They met at a Ruby Tuesdays because it was close to the interstate, and they sat in the booth, and they talked about Laramie Tunsil, his high school defensive coordinator. Like, this is real. Like, so if you think they're not kicking the tires and talking to other people and teammates and finding out what type of person Shedeur is, he may be a great guy. But I know, like, the watch, and then every pregame he was jawing and talking trash, talking crazy to people. And then every postgame he was jawing and talking trash and talking crazy to people. The offensive line was constantly being thrown under the bus. The lack of run game was constantly being thrown under the bus. The offensive coordinator in his first year, when he actually had decent numbers, was fired because we didn't like how he was. Like, you understand, like, where we're at here?
I'm with you.
There's a camera in everybody's face.
Always.
When they stole the ball from the kid, I don't know what team it was from, they slapped the ball out of his hand. He tries to, like, have an altercation with the ball boy. Like, there's a million red flags here, guys. Like, there's a million red flags. And so you can't, in my opinion, fault NFL organizations when you're talking about the face of a franchise for him sliding, in my opinion. There's not enough talent, in my opinion, to overcome all of the baggage and the extra that comes with it.
I think that's where it ended. Like, for all NFL franchise. Again, the ones that were going to draft him were very minuscule anyways.
There wasn't a lot because they also overplayed their hand. They also tried to force their way like he was Eli Manning.
Right.
And like he was that type of guy.
Right.
And
Hall of Famer. Right.
Eli Manning. 2-time Super Bowl champion, Eli Manning.
Yeah.
Like, they tried to force the landing spot. Deion even was, like, very, like, cryptic about, like, I know what goes on behind closed doors in certain organizations. How you going to tell me I don't know where my son should go?
Right.
He literally said those words.
Well, now
you overplayed your hand.
I mean, and that's 100% accurate. Now, I'm going to read off some stats. You ready for these?
I'm ready, man.
74% completion percentage.
Yeah, but what Cam Ward say? You're a check down king.
4,134 yards.
A lot of yards.
37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. That was his last year.
He was playing in the Big 12, correct?
Big 12.
They don't play defense in the Big 12.
Maybe not, but those numbers are still elite.
Fine. How many interceptions?
10.
30 touchdowns?
37.
37 touchdowns.
He's not an elite athlete. Let me go ahead and say that. A lot of people pretend like he's an elite athlete. He's not an elite athlete.
He's a subpar athlete.
He's pretty below average.
He is a subpar athlete.
He's a very extremely, subpar. Subpar is a good word.
He's a subpar athlete.
He's not a very good athlete. So
mobility-wise.
Right. I think there's some positives to Shedeur's game. I just, like you said, I think that all the negative that goes along with him.
I don't think he sucks. Yeah, I agree. The talent is there, sure.
Like, he's a good enough player to where he shouldn't be a 5th-round draft pick. The problem, like you alluded to, is all the extra. It's
people
all the
don't
extra.
like that.
And people talk about the specific tweet was Baker Mayfield. Why did they take Baker Mayfield? Well, one, because Baker Mayfield has immensely more talent. That's number one.
He's way better of an athlete.
Number two, he doesn't have a helicopter dad right there with him.
Yeah.
Now, was he stupid? Did he do some outlandish stuff? Yes. Was there always going to be a camera in his face? No. That wasn't – like, he didn't have that kind of publicity. And so – like, there's just, I don't know, the similarities aren't there. And so, like, and again, you talked about it earlier. People wanted to make that about a race thing. Well, they took Baker. They took Johnny Manziel. And the Cleveland Browns, I think they learned not to do that again.
Yeah.
We're not going to waste that money on a guy that's going to do the stupid stuff.
Yeah, we've already been burnt by that.
Football is not priority number one.
No.
It's not.
I agree.
And same way with, like, Tim Tebow. Like, when Tebow was asked, would you be a backup? Yeah, sure, I will. Nobody wants that baggage that comes along with it. No matter the talent is not worth the risk in that scenario.
I'm not even going to get into some of the answers that he had in his interviews and allegedly and things he said publicly.
Right.
I'm not even going to get in. Like,
you can't. No, there's no reason to, really.
No.
You could, but
it would only solidify our point here that, like, it's more to do about what they did and how they handled the process, the Shedeur and his camp.
Right.
More than, like,
just
the owners. The owners, that's the other thing. Like, Stephen A. Smith, oh, good God. It could not be more off base.
Yeah.
But, like, collusion amongst the owners, like, no, they're not doing that. Like, they're not. He called it, like, Colin Kaepernick type of thing. Colin Kaepernick had an interview or had a workout with the Atlanta Falcons, and he said, no, I'm not working out in the facility. I'm going to work out an hour and a half away. Y'all come here. They said, no. See ya. You'll never be back in the NFL.
Not worth the baggage.
Overplayed your hand.
Kaepernick never wanted to play football again.
No, man.
He didn't. If he wanted to, he would have. Because, like you said, he would have went to that the NFL set up where, like, 15 to 16 teams
were there. He was going to get a chance.
He was going to get a chance. He didn't want to play. That's why he did what he did. I want you to do it on my time. Well, nobody gives a damn about you.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about you and your time.
And that's what's refreshing about this.
I agree.
It's like the NIL has, like, ruined college football. This is, like, literally the NFL saying, hey, buddy, we sign your check.
Right.
We, not a booster, not Nike, not Gatorade, not Powerade, me.
There's also a lot of you in this world.
Yeah.
You're not the only Shedeur Sanders.
We're not. Listen, here's the other thing. This is the other part that people need to consider. Those GMs and owners, they have to take into consideration their locker room. Who wants that circus? Someone used the word circus a minute ago, and they're right.
There's a lot of comments we got to get to.
Yeah, no. Who wants that circus in their locker room? Those are grown-ass men.
Yeah.
You think they want a kid coming in here with cameras and his little brother with camera everywhere, or a little big brother who couldn't do anything, with a camera in everybody's face, like TikTok all the time, like going live stream all the time, Twitch all the time, like who knows? But because, again, they're grown men. So if I say something to you in private, in like confidence, I don't know where that's going.
No.
Bro, you stream everything you do in your life.
Everything.
So don't be mad when people don't want to invite that in their world.
Right.
They're not racist.
There's multiple videos of Cam Ward and him going back and forth.
I'm glad you said it. Before you go there, because I want you to talk about that. Mm-hmm. Did those videos, do you think those videos had any impact on his draft?
I think it's a big circle of everything. And that's part of it. Cam, I remember the very first one that I ever saw. Cam Ward, it was in the summer, and Cam was talking to Shedeur, and he said, you didn't get better today. That's bullcrap. You didn't get better today. And then Shedeur talked about how Cam was a little bit late. He said, you were late today. He said, yeah, but I got better. Yeah. I don't know what you did, but I got better. And then he talked about the Virginia Tech quarterback at the time. I can't remember, Drones maybe.
Yeah.
He said, Drones got better today. You didn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh. That was before his last year at Colorado.
They were in Miami training.
And now it's just carried over. Yeah.
And then they went again to train in Las Vegas, UNLV. Mm-hmm. And Cam Ward, like, really pressed him. Like, you're the check down king. And that's whenever Shedeur was like, you got to run a game. Because that's not my fault.
Right.
But immediately, Shedeur's first answer was to go to, like, the running game.
Right.
And then Cam was like, don't get no water. We're not getting water right now. We're still working. He's like, I'm getting water. I'm not drinking water. I'm drinking Gatorade.
Because they pay me.
Because they pay me.
Yeah.
And Cam goes, when you say Cam Ward, you know football. When you say Cam Ward, you think of football. You won't think of Gatorade, Powerade.
He said when you Google me, I wanted to say American football player.
American football player. Not. I said yes, sir. But I think
I started respecting Cam Ward a lot more.
Me too. Yeah. I thought those interviews or those interactions were damning to
super
Shedeur.
Telling.
Super you had telling. One guy that was all about business and was American football, right. And the other guy was about the show and this, that, and the other. And to me, it's a stark contrast.
Right. Who's better, Jalen Milroe or Shedeur Sanders?
If I'm drafting on upside, I'm taking Jalen Milroe.
So I think situations are different. Milroe went to a great situation, Seattle, where they got time. They have a quarterback in place already. Milroe's not starting this year. So they have a quarterback. They have time. They have everything to mentor. I think that Seattle is never going to take Shedeur because that's not what they're looking for. They were looking for this type of player. Like I said, ceiling-wise, I think it's Milroe, and it's not close. Floor-wise, I think Shedeur's floor is higher.
There's so many good comments. Y'all drop them in there. We're going to get to every one of them. I'm looking at it right now. There's so many good ones.
Luke Minshew said, I wouldn't touch Sanders. Man would be a cancer in the locker room. Shedeur is currently the better quarterback. Milroe is twice the athlete. Yep. Kenny Bryant said he's more focused on being famous than being a football player, and his daddy overplayed his hand thinking he was something he isn't and boosting his ego. Hunter said the Gabriel pick makes it so hard to be a Browns fan.
I can understand that.
Can confirm.
I can.
Shane Pope said Raiders would draft a 4-3 from a green Martian if we were being real. True.
Touché.
Brian Saunders, shout out Coach Saunders. Only 4 to 5 teams really needed to draft a quarterback of the future. Quinn was a potential first rounder before the season, but other factors created a change in how NFL GMs valued him. Agreed. And I think he's in the best situation of all the quarterbacks right now, if we're being totally honest.
Yep.
Dion is just such an idiot. LOL. The situation couldn't have no more deserving people. I probably should screen these before I read them out loud.
No. That's the perfect one. Maxwell's right.
If I had to win a game, I'd take Sanders over Gabriel. Right now, that's 100% true.
Sure, one game, that's fine. But in your locker room, no, you wouldn't. I would not have. I know you are a Gabriel hater, and that's fine. But me personally, I would not take. I just wouldn't take a quarterback. How about that? Neither.
I said that from the jump. There's
how
no
many?
shot.
How many you want? You want to get rid of both of them? Both of them.
Both of them.
I don't want either.
Mr. Hosford said I'm an elite athlete, and he's not.
I seen Mr. Hosford be an elite athlete the other day. He broke up a fight. He shot the gun. The gun. I'm saying he shot. He saw it.
Whoa.
He shot.
Whoa.
No. He saw what was happening. He jumped it real fast, cut it off. Elite principal. No, I don't think there's a whole lot of principals in the school system that are going to do that.
I will say this about Mr. Hosford.
Elite athlete.
He is an elite principal, too.
I meant jump the gun, not shot the gun. Jump the gun, please, Jesus. Jumped the gun. You want me to go?
Jared said, what were Justin Gabriel's numbers in the Big 12 at Oklahoma? I bet they were better. 69, his best year, which was his 5th year in college. 69.3% completion, 3,660 yards, which is less. 30 touchdowns, which is less. 6 interceptions, which is also less.
By a decent bit.
305 yards a game, which is less.
Okay, fine. Trey Hosford says no one wants a circus as a backup. That's where I saw the word circus, and he's absolutely right.
And I don't. If we're just saying football alone, I don't know that he's not the best quarterback on the roster today. That's how bad their quarterback room is.
Where?
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland is a dumpster fire. That's why Travis Hunter was so happy to go to Jacksonville.
Bad. Listen, when they called his name and he started jumping around, I was like, yeah, I don't blame you one.
He didn't want to go there.
I don't blame you one.
My dad, or real fast, because we got a bunch of these. Shedeur or AR?
AR.
My dad said Sanders 13-12 record. Yep. You also never questioned Baker's love for the game, his work ethic, or how much his teammates loved him. Bingo.
Stop it right there.
Yep.
There's another video going out in Jackson State, of course, because they have a lot of videos, right?
They film everything.
Of them talking about him being legendary and how he had a great game. And there's an offensive lineman sitting there like this, and he goes, nah, that ain't it, Chief. Like that. Like, no, that did not happen.
Yes, sir.
Cam Cooey, who do the Browns cut out of that quarterback room? Kenny Pickett. There's a fourth one. I can't remember who it is.
I'll give him a public apology. Bye. My boy, I gotta get off the Browns. My boy Kurt and Mr. Hosmer are watching live. Kurt said that's enough.
It's enough of the Browns.
Do not call the Browns a dumpster fire anymore.
The truth is the truth, Kurt.
Kurt Eckel, I apologize, man. He's a great guy.
He is a great guy.
He is a Cleveland sports fan through and through, and I'm sorry that they drafted Shedeur. All right, carry
on. Luke said, not professional at all. Cam was professional, period. We all have to be professional at our jobs. He is no different. Yes. Talk to me.
Yep.
Zach Maxwell, yeah, I can't lie. Those videos made me not hate Cam Ward. Same, unfortunately. Yep. I really tried hard to, but I kind of liked him after 100%. That. What about the Genty pick? Great running back, but I would never take one that early. That's Jared Scott. Never, ever, 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 ever do I take a running back there.
That's the Raiders, right?
It is the Raiders.
That's what they do.
It is the Raiders.
He's right, though. It's what they do.
I wouldn't do it, personally. Never. I just wouldn't. Especially this year. There was so many running backs that were really good in this class.
Genty's really good, but I just can't go. Not 8 or 6, whatever he went.
Yeah, 7, I think. But, yeah, all the same.
Somewhere.
0.5 over-under on number of quarterback from this class that makes 50-plus starts. What y'all got? Ooh.
50?
Maybe Cam, so I'm going to say over 1. Over
okay,
0.5.
Okay. The whole entire class? I'll go over.
No. Just like each person making 50. How many quarterbacks from this class make 50 starts?
Yeah, I'm over. I still think there's a chance that, like, Will Howard makes something happen, Quinn Ewers makes something happen, Cam Ward. I think between the three of them,
one of them's going over
1
50.
of them is going to make 50 starts.
I think Cam Ward makes 50.
50's a lot, though. Like, they're going to pull the plug on you pretty fast if you're not the guy.
That's 3 full seasons.
That's what I'm saying.
That's 3 full seasons.
It's probably Cam Ward is their only hope. 0.5?
I'm going to go over 0.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go over as well. But it's
because I agree with you. I think Will Howard actually has a legitimate chance in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I do too.
They're speaking of bad quarterback rooms. Ugh.
He can play in that climate too. He's already proven it.
Yeah.
Which is a big thing in Pittsburgh. You got to be able to do that.
Oh, Joe Flacco was the other one in Cleveland. That's right. Deion told
Cleveland, they're a great program. Absolutely. The Browns, incredible franchise there.
Deion told teams not to draft his son, then gets mad when nobody wants to draft his son. We don't forget. That's a great point by Jake.
He really did, though.
That is so good.
Why are people screaming like racism and collusion? The man literally told teams, there's only a handful of places I will let my son go. And then the other places that won't let your son go there, like won't draft your kid, and you're mad at them. Like, I just don't get it. Am I missing something?
Oh, man. Maxwell said, realistically, they should cut Deshaun Watson. It still costs too much money to cut Deshaun. They literally cannot do it. They just can't. It's absurd. Yeah. Kurt said, apology accepted. Now let's talk Cavs.
I was told to stand down. Boss man said, hey, that's enough.
Stand down.
I said, yeah, 10-4.
Oh, man. Maxwell said Tyler Show. I think his name is Show. Isn't that how you say his name?
I think so. Show.
Chris Lock-in. He's with the Saints. Got a chance. Got a chance at it. They don't have anybody on their roster either.
Got a chance.
Derek Carr, he's out.
But will they deal with him for 3 years, Maxwell?
If he's good enough.
Oh, yeah, I hope he is.
Jake said, give me Jalen Milroe with 50-plus starts. I can see it.
There's an outside shot. There's a path to that.
Highest ceiling.
I don't know.
Shuck?
Well, there needs to be a K in there then.
Huh. Why don't they just spell it like Maxwell just did? Yeah. Shuck.
We need another ad read probably.
Yeah, let's do it right now. Brian Sports. My guy, Brian at Brian Sports is the GOAT.
I got to go by there tomorrow. Go ahead.
Yeah. What are you getting? Out of curiosity.
I already had 4 shirts printed. Spring football's here. I was waiting on Benton to go work, but he's so busy with baseball and everything else, he hasn't been there.
No, he worked today.
That Anyways, that 4 shirts that now I need to go uptown when I have no time to go uptown and get. So I'm going to go do that. I got to pay Brian. He did them custom shirts, made them on screen press. I told him what I wanted. He made them, ordered it. Like literally ordered it, printed it, and it's been waiting on me. So I got to be better.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I got, man.
Yeah, he's a man. Really is.
No, yeah.
Anything you need, sporting goods wise, but shirts, hats, cleats, shoes, gloves, anything. Literally anything. Spring football is here. I know the younger guys They're starting to get into the 7-on-7 stuff in Lake City, which is great. But they got receiver gloves, they got everything. Anything you need at Bryan Sports, go check them out. It's always better to shop local. They always support everything that we have going on. And by we, I mean the community, not like just me and you or just Columbia baseball or just Columbia football, like the community.
Yes.
And not just our community, but surrounding communities, because he's that kind of guy. So, yeah, give my guy a call, 755-0570. Mention Front Porch, sit and get 10% off. Yeah, go see him.
Yeah, awesome people. Hey, I want to tell you this. Do you think, what are the chances Chuck is in the chat?
Not high if he hasn't gotten in yet.
Yeah, we didn't tell him. Something.
That's just true. And he doesn't get the notification.
No, I almost texted him, but I forgot. Anyways. Are we done on Shedeur?
Yeah. Milroe could get 50 starts at another position, according to Jared Scott. I could see it. I could see him going to receiver, and he even said.
But it was quarterback. It was quarterback, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, that is true. I think he did say that.
I think he prefaced it with like quarterback.
Number of quarterbacks from this class that make 50+ starts.
So I guess if the position change would still count. So even more so on the over then.
He said Milroe could follow the Terrell Pryor career track. He was a pretty good receiver after he was a quarterback.
Cooley asked the question earlier.
Are the Saints wide receivers going to be healthy for any quarterback? No.
I was talking about more of are we going to fire Mel Kiper?
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, you don't got to go there.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. We should.
It's terrible.
He talked about
like the weatherman.
He talked about how they don't miss on quarterbacks and they're always right and blah blah blah.
And how NFL teams are always wrong. They don't know what they're looking at.
NFL teams don't know what they're looking at with quarterback play. Brother, how many times have you missed? Because I remember Johnny Manziel for sure.
He misses every time.
Like there was somebody listed like 9 different, and they showed the films or the clips of him saying this is the best guy in this class, and then they're now nobody's.
Yeah,
it's like, bro,
he misses every time, man.
You're a trash can.
You know when I knew like the I'm gonna tell you this. When I knew that when my opinion on the Shedeur thing was the right opinion was whenever I watched Chris Carter talk about the Shedeur situation.
Yeah,
and he almost echoed like the same exact beliefs that I had. I was like, okay,
right,
I'm on base here. Like, we're good. Like we're in the right lane.
Jimmy Clausen was another one. He was so bad. He was so bad that it was either that the next year or the year after that they drafted Cam Newton number 1 overall. Jake said, "Don't think it's a coincidence." Clayton said he couldn't be here tonight, knowing it would be a Deion and Shedeur dunk fest. Using the Nuggets as a cover is shameless work.
Oh my God, we need to put that in, tweet that to
That's so
Clayton.
good.
You're right, Jake. You're
so
right.
Good.
I'm not. You didn't pull it over on me.
No.
I know what you're doing here, Clayton. It's okay.
Any Seminoles get drafted, Chris?
Yes, sir. We had two. Look at this, man.
Hey.
Boy, Chuck. Just been washing dishes, man.
He knows
what to do.
He did say. I turned it down tonight, by the way, Chuck. The FPS winner thing. Look right here. You see it, Chris? Look at this.
Yeah.
Turned it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Trying to make it so it doesn't scare anybody.
Yeah. Smart. Look at you.
Thank you. I'm working on it. I'm getting better at this tech thing.
Just been washing dishes. Monday night was a long one in Gainesville, too. So I'm being a good husband tonight. What night was that? The other night. Yeah. Thursday was a long night.
It was Thursday. Yeah,
Chuck came and hung out, man.
Late.
Brother. Anyways.
Whew.
Happy Chuck's in the chat.
Good dude.
What were we just saying? I got sidetracked.
Florida State draft.
Yes, Azaria Thomas got drafted. This is perfect time for Chuck to come in. Chuck, when Chuck coached against them when he was at Buell's, and Chuck's still there, but when he was at Niceville, Azaria was at Niceville. He said he was one of the best players he's ever seen. Like, legitimately almost lost the game, or did lose the game, off of him on a 4th down screen where he just made 11 people miss, something like that. But anyways, Azaria Thomas gets drafted by the Jets, Joey, which is cool. Happy for the kid, great kid. I think he'll have a long NFL career. I think the turmoil in Tallahassee did not allow him to be his best version of himself.
Yep.
And I think as a Seminole fan, you have to be honest about that. And then we only had one more. Josh Farmer went a little bit late. Probably should have came back to school, but he likes things. So he went pro. He got drafted, which is cool.
Give yourself a chance.
Patriots, I believe.
Yeah.
Patriots. So we'll see how that goes. Players coach.
I like that. Gators had 7.
7?
7.
Whoa.
None of them high. First one was round 4, Chim DK, who was very fast, and I didn't know that. And then Cam Jackson went in the 5th to the Panthers. Good spot. Good pick or good landing spot for him. Jason Marshall went in the 5th to Miami. I think he'll have a hard time making the roster. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, he will.
Shamar James went to Dallas in the 5th. I think that's a good pick. I think that's a good situation for him.
Should Shamar have come back to school?
No.
Is he not good enough in that room?
I don't know that he's not good enough. I don't think he's an every down player in that room.
I think that room is crowded.
Yeah. So why risk it?
Just
go ahead and get your chance at a bag.
I will say this, Joey. They wanted to keep him. Florida did.
Yeah.
They wanted to keep him. That's awesome.
Selfishly.
Yeah, they should let him go.
Yeah.
But they want to keep him in there.
Like I said, I don't think he's a three down or an every down player at Florida just because of the depth. You can't be. Graham Mertz went in the 6th to Houston, which is insane to me that he went before guys like Quinn Ewers. Weird. Jeremy Crawshaw went in the 6th to Denver. Perfect landing spot. Any punter in Denver is a good spot. Not because they punt a lot, but because the air is thin and he's going to dominate there. And then Bridges went in the 7th round of the Chargers. We'll see if he makes the roster.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I think we should throw up the graphic, talk about it, and get out of here. It's been a really good show.
Oh, yeah.
You have other stuff you want to talk about?
Yeah. Montrell Johnson, undrafted one, was a little surprising. I think he went to Philly.
UDFA?
UDFA signed with Philly.
He has a similar running style to Saquon.
Yeah, but that room is already crowded. I don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to go to Philly.
Yeah, like Dallas. Going to Dallas would have been a good spot because their room's not very deep. But
that's interesting. What Maxwell just said. Alex Mastromano, Florida State's punter, was Ray Guy Award finalist. I think he finished 2nd.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
He was an unbelievable punter. Is somehow unemployed, not even a free agent. Not sure what's happening there. Yeah, that's weird.
That is weird.
It's really weird. Huh. Maybe some red flags.
It is some red flags. You know who doesn't have red flags? Josh McCardle.
Yeah.
Never.
You're right.
Never red flag at Josh McCardle's. Hopefully I got about 3 more weeks before I get a haircut. And I can't wait. I can't wait to get it cut.
Josh, it'll be soon, brother. It's getting crazy.
But yeah, man. Somebody told us today, Jared. He said his dad was probably fixing to make an appointment.
I might take my dad up there.
You should. Your dad and Josh would be like they would.
It'll be
vibe.
So good. Wouldn't it? It'll be perfect.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and talk my dad in the next haircut. He cuts his own hair. We're gonna let McCardle do it. It's gonna be on me.
I like it.
That's what we're gonna do.
I like it. It's just that man, it's just such a good atmosphere. Like everything about the haircut is elite of the elite.
Yep.
So don't really have a whole lot more to say about him other than that. We say it every week, so at this point it's redundant. But
if Josh is listening, Josh, I'm gonna need a new project for him. I got a new project.
I like that.
It's gonna cost me money, but Kelsey will be happy. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
I need a project too, Josh.
So so what I'm gonna do, Joey. You've been in my house.
Yeah.
The lean-to, like the man cave, right?
Yeah.
So we're sitting there watching TV. You know, there's that gap in between my grill and the man cave.
Yeah.
Cars come by.
Yeah.
I don't really like that they can see us do what we do.
Yeah.
So I think
it's hard to see. I'll be honest. It's hard to see from that.
I don't like it.
I know. I get what you're saying, but I've rode that way. Can't really see.
Well, we want to put like a planter box, like flowers.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
With like a back, if you buy it on Amazon, it's $200. I'm like, if I'm gonna pay $200, I'll just pay Josh McCardle $200. He can build it for me,
and it'll be way better.
Yeah, 100%, way better quality. So that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
If Josh can do it. So, anyways, he does it all. Cuts hair, cuts wood, does what you need him to do.
Literally the GOAT.
Yeah.
The actual GOAT of everything.
The best. Speaking of the GOAT.
Yeah, 386-247-1430. You're good. 386-247-1430. Text Josh McCardle tonight, right now.
One more time. What's the number?
386-247-1430. Damn. 386-247-1430. Text Josh right now. Say, I want to get on the schedule. He'll send you the schedule. Perfect match.
So, speaking of the GOAT.
Yep.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger freaking Woods.
So, all right, this is a like this or that scenario, and I need all of you to chime in, Mr. Hosford You can answer. I think I don't know what Trey. I don't know what Trey's answer is going to be.
Real quick, Mr. Hosford's going with us to Niceville, and I'm pretty excited about it.
No, he's pumped about it.
Yeah.
No, he's excited.
I'm excited too. I really am.
I'm not so excited because we're going to be like a little bit thin at Columbia High School on Thursday. Yeah. But it's okay, man. Go support Tigers. I'll be watching on Game Changer. I ain't going to be able to make it, but I'm going to be watching.
Yeah. Well, yeah. NFHS, I think, will have it. So if you have a subscription to that, you can.
I'll find one.
Right. There's people. There's people. We know people.
We know people. Yeah. I know somebody with one.
Yeah.
So the GOAT, Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Golf.
So this isn't going to go like I want it to go. I just want you to know that right now.
Because of where it's at. It's going to be on my face.
I think it's going to be on mine. But it's just not. It's going to be a little big. Yeah. I don't know how to make it not be big.
Oh damn! I see what you're saying. So they can't read it. So don't even put it up there.
Well, it's fine. You can see it. Go ahead. Read it.
All right. So let me see. Let me find it. It's in the chat.
Oh, I got you. I'm going to read it. So the thing is, you can have $1 million right now. $1 million period. Or you have to play against prime Tiger Woods for 72 holes. If you beat him on a single hole, one hole out of 72, if you beat him one time, you win $100 million. If you don't, you go to jail for 1 year. You can have $1 million today. Or prime Tiger, 72 holes, I assume at the same location, just like a tournament. You're playing with him for 72 straight holes. If you beat him on a singular hole, you win $100 million.
All right, I already know where you're at on this. Listen, man. Tyler Rolfe did the math earlier. I'm going to read it.
That's not the right thing.
Yeah, we can't get the bottom to show up. Just get it off.
Yeah.
We're going to get cooked on this. All right, so again, the situation is this. You take the $1 million right now. You don't have to do a freaking thing.
You don't have to do anything.
Take the money to the bank.
Yep.
Or you go play 72 holes. Mm-hmm. You're walking, right?
Sure.
That matters. You have to walk.
Yeah.
It's PGA rules.
Yeah.
You have to walk 72 holes, and you have to beat Tiger Woods on the pro course, I'm assuming.
Probably.
So the stimp, whatever, it's going to be like putting on a glass table.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to get a practice round or two, right? I mean, you have
No. It didn't say anything about practice round.
That's fine.
You go play 72 holes. If you beat Tiger on a singular hole, you win $100 million.
Yeah.
The problem is, and for me, this is where the problem lies. If you don't beat him on one hole, you go to jail for a year.
That's what. Yeah.
Okay. So it is where I'm at. Tyler did the math. These guys, y'all boys are crazy. All y'all going to jail. There were professionals that didn't beat him for freaking. There's pros that didn't beat him for years. Guys, there are pros that didn't beat him for years, like at all. Like,
yeah.
He didn't lose.
No.
A tournament, of course, but like there are pros that didn't do it.
Here you go.
Yeah, there it is. What does that say?
From 1997 to 2009,
Prime Tiger
had a cumulative score in majors of -134. Phil Mickelson was the only player within 250 strokes.
And y'all think y'all can beat
99.
him for one stroke? Y'all boys are crazy. Y'all are. I mean, and I love you. I love Joey. I love you. I already know your answer. I'm with Chuck. I think Chuck said it. I'm taking $1 million.
He did.
I am taking $1 million right now. I don't got to swing a club. I don't have to go to jail. Y'all know what they do in jail. I'm not doing that. I'm not a fan. We're not doing that. We're not going to jail. I don't want to be a year away from my kids. Instead, I'll take the $1 million. I'll try to find a way to turn that into 10. I'll turn that 10 into maybe 30, and then I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. I'm extremely comfortable, and I don't have to do anything. I think Kenny Bryant said the same thing. I'm taking $1 million.
Yeah, he did. He said he's not making contact. I can barely make contact. Trey Hosford said, I'm winning a hole if it's prime Trey.
It could be prime Trey.
Maxwell said, there's no way I don't win a hole. I'm going to hit at least one stupid putt from across the green. Cooey said, Maxwell, respectfully have witnessed you play in person. You ain't tying a hole with Tiger.
So where are you at, Joey? While the rest of them throw it.
You know where I'm at.
You're going to play
I'm going to play 72 holes with Tiger Woods, and I will beat him on one.
Oh, my God.
He's going to double bogey one that I bogey.
I don't know that he does.
He did even then.
If he does, it's a charity. It's to give you $100 million.
He's now he may go double bogey eagle and he'll beat me by 30 on the round, but I'm going to beat him on one hole in 72. One time it's going to happen.
I don't know, man.
It's going to.
Tyler did the math out here. Let me get the math. Where's the math? Tyler did the math. Why do I not find it right now? Oh, here it is. I got it. This is Tyler. Tyler said he's also going to play the 72 holes. He says, I think I can maybe get a birdie a round. So I just pray Tiger gets a par on that hole. Or you get par on a hole that he gets a bogey. So maybe 6 of those. So 10 out of 72 chance. That's 14% chance to win $100 million or 1 year in prison. That means there's an 86% chance you're going to jail and you don't get any money. I'm good. I'll take the $1 million, pat myself on the back. I might even give you $1 million, Joey. Well, I can't give you $1 million if I only got $1 million. I might give you 10,000.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to give you $5 million for sure because I'm winning.
If you win 100?
No, I'm winning. There's no question about it. There's zero question about it.
I don't know, man.
Chuck said if your handicap is below 8, mine is, play the golf. Any higher, take the cash. Agreed.
What is yours?
The last time I had it, it was like 5-3.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that's been a few years. I haven't played consistently.
Maybe that's why I'm so quick taking $1 million because I know what my golf game is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've been down to a 3-9 at one point in my life. At that time, I'm playing Tiger. I'm just letting you know. It's just happening. The risk far outweighs the reward there. Take the $1 million. That's Jared Scott.
Absolutely.
Even Prime Tiger is throwing us back out on a hole at least once in 72 straight.
Not Prime Tiger. Prime ain't doing that, bro.
Prime Tiger, he was hitting pitching wedges from 180 out of the rough.
Prime Tiger is going to look at you when he putts and sink it.
I'm just letting you know. I'm taking the $100, or I'm taking the chance at $100 million. I'm taking the chance.
Trey said, "A year in the county, that's easy time."
Yeah, that's another thing. It said jail, not prison.
It did say jail, not prison. If it's white collar prison, I'm okay.
Yeah. All right. I think I'm good. You got anything else tonight?
No, bro. That's been a very good show. We appreciate you. Let's see. Saunders said this. He has one job: keep Bob. Screen the comments. Yeah, I screened it. No, I
his
said
one
Bob.
job: keep Bob Mann from getting thrown out of the ballpark. I can't do that job. That's not my job. My job is to take Tiger Woods in 72 holes.
You're too far away.
Yeah, I'm too. Yeah. By the time he says what he says, I'm probably have already said it too. But Maxwell said, I don't even see the risk if I lose to any man 72 holes in a row. I don't want myself to serve longer than a year in prison. No, Max, your knees are more fragile than his back. Just hope the match is near Perkins. He's distracted. That's when he was at his best, though.
That's when he was at his best.
Stay
out of the way.
Yeah.
Better not tee off for that guy.
Maybe a Cadillac and a 9-iron with a window.
I'm taking $1 million, bro. For the record, I'm taking $1 million.
That's. I mean, it's smart money, but
for me, especially for me, I'm not good at golf. I don't even know if I'm good at golf.
All right. You ready? We good?
I'm good, buddy.
That's going to be it for tonight's Sitters. This has been Joey Edge along with Chris Martinez, and we are Front Porch Sitting. See you next time, Sitters. Lasers for likes.
There they are.